And fade up. Yes, we are back with another sit down video once again. Hopefully there's not too many of these. In fact, this is going to be the last sit down video we do, because next week we're going to go on the road. I'm not quoting Smith there. Yes, I'm not. No copyright infringement. So this time around we are going to be doing the National League predictions. Now of course, last season was probably one of the best seasons ever in the 5th tier. You know, having two clubs get over 100 points, absolutely madness. And of course the playoff final was just equally just brilliant. I mean, I watched the game, I was gutted I couldn't go, but look, I mean, it was brilliant. You know, brilliant game. And like I say, you know, Notts County are fair play, and like I say in my predictions video, I've got them to go up again, so we'll find out. But yes, I do think this league this season, don't look like a ghost. Now I do think though that I have to say it could be one of the most wide open leagues this season, probably the most wide open that the 5th tier has been for a very, very long time. But let's get cracking. And of course we might as well just start with who's going to be numero uno, and I do think it's a club that really should be, you know, this is probably the best chance to actually go up back into the Football League, and that is of course Chesterfield. Now, you know, they just missed out on the playoff, you know, winning in the playoffs last season, but this is their best chance of going up back into the Football League. And well, it'd be nice to play Chesterfield if, you know, we didn't get up, or didn't get our League Two. But yes, Chesterfield numero uno. So then, who's going to take second and third? Now these are the places where you're going to get automatic into the semi-final of the playoffs. So I'm going to go second place, and this is probably going to be a surprise one, but Southend United. Now, they're a club that last season just missed out on the playoffs, but yeah, I know there's been a lot of talk on and off the pitch about the financial stuff, but look, it's a new season for them. They've got to push on. I think they'd want to be back in the Football League, and definitely I think, you know, they could be second place. And a third, a club that I believe is certainly on the rise for me, and they are a club that I'd like to go and see at some point and try and tick off their ground. Of course, it is Boreham Wood. Now, you know, they gave Notts County a real going over last season in the playoffs, and you know, they could be a team that really could be a surprise package this season. So Boreham Wood would be third for me. So then, 4th, 5th, 6th and 7. Yes, now these are going to be ones that will do that eliminator. Look, I mean, we might do another video of why I think 3 should go up from the National League, but that's probably, like I say, a video for another time. But yes, we'll go them in order. So 4th, I'm going to go with Woking. They had a brilliant season last season, certainly were the best of the rest in terms of, you know, having Wrexham and Notts County who just ran away with it. But yeah, fair play to Woking, and I think they'll go again. I think they'll do quite well. So Woking to finish 4th. Barnet will be 5th, right there. Yeah, again, good season from them, and I think the recruitment so far has been good. So Barnet certainly 5th. 6th is a club that I do think, I mean, they got over 100 points in the National League South, and that is Ebbsfleet. Again, probably another surprise package. I do think that, you know, they'll be a good side, and I think they'll probably surprise a few teams this season. So Ebbsfleet is going to be 6th, and of course rounding off the playoffs is a club that's always been in and around the playoffs, but they've never seemed to be just never break into it, and that is Bromley. And that rounds off the top 7. So then, who's going to be 8, 9 and 10? What? But yes, so 8th is going to be, well, I'd say a club that's just come up from the National League North, AFC Fylde. They're going to be a team that's probably going to surprise a few people. Again, they've seemed to, you know, they've done well. Their first season back in the National League for a couple of years now. So, you know, I think they'll be a team that will push on after with all the confidence. 9th, and well, I do think the club that, I mean, they've signed some brilliant players so far, Gateshead. Now, they could be the one that could maybe sneak into the playoffs, but I've got them as probably just going to finish just outside the playoffs. But I think, like I said, Mike Williamson has done a brilliant job at Gateshead. To get him back into the National League, he's done superbly. So they'll be definitely top 10. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll have to find out. And of course, rounding off the top 10, bit of a surprise one, but Solihull Moors. Right then, so who's going to be mid-table then? So we'll start with 11th, and that's going to be Eastleigh. Yeah, I'd say mid-table. They've always been kind of a mid-table team, but in the National League. So 11th, 12th. Halifax Town, yes, we saw them win the FA Trophy last season, and I'll be honest, And I'll be honest to you, Halifax fans, it was not a good game of football. It really, really boring. I could say that for both teams. They just wasn't good enough. It felt like an end of season friendly. 13th, Dagenham and Redbridge. 14th would be a club that came up from the National League South, and that is Oxford City. I think they'll do just fine in their first season. 15th, another team that I think they'll do alright. Been no problems. Kidderminster Harriers, good to see them back, you know, firing again and not too far away from the Football League. And 16th, rounding off, is Aldershot Town. Right then, so where the clubs are coming down from the Football League, and you're going to find out in this batch right here. Yes, so 17th is Maidenhead United. I think I've got a photo of when I last went to Maidenhead, which was, what, 6 years ago? If I haven't, then here's a nice view of my TV. Yes, 18th is Rochdale, club that's kind of been troubling in financial pyramid. I mean, I do like Scotland. I think it's a good ground, but I think they'll get a bit of a rude awakening in the National League. 19th, Hartlepool, another club that's, again, financial trouble, and I can't see them pulling too many trees up in the 5th tier. And of course, round off in 20th is going to be Altrincham. Right then, so who is going to go down from the National League? And of course, if you've enjoyed this so far, do drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and let me know in the comments what you think. You know, who's going to win the National League, who's going to go down from the National League, who's going to get into the playoffs. Let's have a debate. Let's have a debate. So yes, 21st is going to be Oldham Athletic again. It's a bit of a dying shame, Oldham. You know, I went to the ground. It's not a bad little ground actually. You know, I went there a few years ago when they played in the FA Cup. Yeah, that was it. Made a video on that as well. Yeah. But anyway, 22nd is York City. Of course, you know, they just stayed up on the final day last season, and again, it's going to be. I think it's going to be another tough season for them. 23rd is Wealdstone. I think they're going to go back to the National League South, and of course, rounding off, 24th is Dorking Wanderers. So there we go then. Yeah, I made a few changes which I thought it were going to be, but there we go. That is my predictions. Let me know in the comments if you think differently. So yes, another sit down video done, and of course we'll be going on the road to some grounds next week, and we're going to be doing some behind the scenes stuff, so I'm really looking forward to that. And maybe, it's really disappointing, I was wanting to try and get a rugby league game sort of. We might squeeze one next week, we'll see. We will see. If you enjoyed this, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and leave a comment down below if you think anything different to my National League predictions. And yeah, all I'd say is stay tuned.